weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Handoff to the single running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Alabama pushing the tempo. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got him downfield. It's a seam wide open. The tap. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Looking downfield, it's Hale. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The give to the lone running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Hard running there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Using his legs, it's Tootin. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And they're not on the same page there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to get it to the marker. Alabama will get the 1st down.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the 1st down.
Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Hale. Quick completion on the out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Gets it out fast. Open space at the 25. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. And great start. Keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul in Oxford who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Kent State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tootin. Still on his feet at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Looking for a gap. It's Tootin. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. They'll go to the toss. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
He'll take another shot here. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decisions, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
try to slam it in. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So,
touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fitted in the window for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the draw. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Give to the single back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the 1st half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Back to throw, it's Hale. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They want to throw it. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Making side adjustments here. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete to the right. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Alabama.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we've got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Return goes out of bounds.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready? Pound 55 weak. Reload.
On the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either...
Turning it on! He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Georgia hunkers down in the red zone.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Snags it quickly on the left.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think the quarterback could have found somewhere else to go with the football on that one. His intended target was not open. As a result, easy incompletion.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. It's a fumble on the play. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Ball goes out of bounds, thankfully, for your offense.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
long. He's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Calls it in. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
They were 3 for 3 already on fourth downs. Now 4 for 4. This offense, I'll tell you what, they got a plan on fourth down, and it's working. This defense has got to be frustrated.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Going for it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
That is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to pass, it's Hale. Under fire. They'll run it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Intercepting. The defense has set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On second and goal, he gets another chance. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score.
Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. He's got it wrapped up. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Alabama, 41. Georgia, 21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish. Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Georgia going up tempo.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Quick release by the QB.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision.
Intercepted! intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there. They're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Unloads it left. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Hey, great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult for him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling them up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle them up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming. You don't let that speed get to the outside.
Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
Goal line defense on fourth down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
Wide receiver going in motion. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
There's probably a lot of people wondering right now, why do they keep throwing the football when they're backed up so much? But this is actually one of the best places on the field to do that, because the defense has to cover so much space, plus oftentimes they're in man coverage. So this is the time to take your shots. They took one there, took a chance deep. It wasn't open. It was incomplete. You got to be thinking on third down coming up now, they're probably going to throw it again.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Off to the races. 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! He got a step and just dusted the field.
How about the aggressive play call backed up near your own end zone? Your quarterback drops back in the end zone. If he gets tackled, it's a safety, but it pays off. The defense is a little too aggressive, takes the big shot down the field, and he walks in for a 90.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. How in the world did the offense retain possession? They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown tie. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
How about this? These guys are going for two. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Had to try the onside kick if they were going to mount a comeback, but no dice as it bounces out of bounds. Look at this Bulldog offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Hale. Fires to the right. Got it! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying his defense.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes that Alabama offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right on the money. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready? 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wants to throw. It's Hale. Quick strike complete. And they get him down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
And the Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Here's a throw downfield late. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. On 1st down. Scrambling away. Red zone. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
55, Georgia, 35.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it. And the offense should be able to run out the clock. Back to throw, it's Hale. It's complete. Gets away from one, he's got space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.